Hey guys, so there are a lot of new items at Michael's now. So as you know, they clearanced out some stuff and now there is some new stuff. So they've got some of their own water brushes, brayer, stamp cleaning, chamois. I like these little blending brushes that you can kind of just hold them like that, but I'm gonna resist buying them right now because I don't really need any blending brushes. I have all the sizes I could need. They have a rotating stamp platform, a regular stamping platform. They've got the little sponge dauber cases, a double-sided magnetic plate. So that's some of that stuff. They did get some new stamps. I'm going to show you what they have. And while there may be a few of these that are not new, I don't know exactly which ones are older, but I definitely can tell which ones are newer for sure because I don't recognize them. But they're at a $10 price point for the regular stamps, and then these background stamps are $12.99. And before I go down to the stencils, I'm gonna go over here and show you the other stamps that are on this panel. I love this bow stamp. I like bows. Oh look, there's a little bow stamp. Here's a little one for $5.99. So there's some little stamps right here. There's a lot of new stencils. So the black part, you can kind of see what the stencils are. The small ones are $5.99 and the larger ones are $9.99. I like this wave one. So there's like hearts. I like this tree. Oh, I love these palm leaves. There's a lot of really good ones. I love stencils. I don't use them as much as I want to, but I'm gonna try to do better with that. So there's like confetti, leopard print. I know it's kind of hard to see without me like getting super close to every single one of them, but there's like a celestial one, birthday. I'll try to get a little closer to them so you can kind of see. The best thing to definitely do is just to go into your store. I love these trees. And then there's some really big stencils down here at the bottom. Well, they're not really big. I'd say they're like a 6x8 or 6x9, but they're $12.99. And then they have all of their own ink pads with reinkers. So you have these ink trios. So you get 3 different colors of each shade, and then you can buy the reinkers. And honestly, the price point is really good. It's $6.99 for the 3 ink pads, and these are a dye ink pad. And then it's $9.99 for the 3 reinkers. So that is actually not a bad price. So they've got all the colors of the rainbow. Here's their wood stamps, and again, I don't know which ones are necessarily new or old because I don't look at these too often, but I know there are some new ones, and there's obviously a lot of empty spots right now, which means there's new ones coming in still. The ink pads, I don't know if they're different or not, so I'm just going to show them just in case they are different. So I'm going to go. Let me peek over into this next aisle. I know there's other new things. I just want to not miss anything. I'm going to go over this stuff. Okay, the speedball and the gel printing they did not have before. At least they didn't have it in this area of the store. They did have it. And this is all that's left of like the Tim Holtz stuff. That's being narrowed down in all stores, I noticed. Even at Hobby Lobby, it's just decreased little by little. Like this is all of the pads that are left. They have these spritzes now though, and I got a free one of these. I think I got this red one from my scrapbook.com order for free, and I want to try it out. I don't tend to use sprays a lot with my stenciling. I tend to use pastes and inks, but I don't know, that might be cool. Here's all the wax stamping. Some of this may be new, so I'm just showing it to you just in case. There's clear vellum at the bottom for $6.99. And then they've got some glitter stuff here. And they've always had these jars. There could be new ones mixed in here, I'm not sure. But I've been staying away from this kind of stuff because I don't need any more of it by any means. And the albums still haven't been redone because there's still clearance albums here. Let's walk over to the next aisle. I don't think there is anything new with the adhesives or the card making stuff over here. I think this is pretty much the same, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. And I believe the sticker aisle has not changed either because they haven't clearanced any stickers lately. But over here, they have a bunch of like their own punches. There's some border punches. Oh, look at these mushrooms. My God, they're cute. I don't know why. Mushrooms are a thing right now, and I don't know why we all love them. We just do. I just think they're cute. They'd be good for scenery cards and stuff. But they have, let's turn this around. This is a button maker kit. So there's a lot of button maker things down here. So there's this button maker kit for, looks like 70 bucks. There's these binding wires. They are, I think, $9.99, I think. And then they got all these different punches. And then over here, they've got some of their own cutting dies and embossing sets. The Sizzix plates, which they've always been here, I use those. And then there's all these new embossing folders. I don't know if they had embossing folders before, but there's a cute, like floral-y looking one, more floral. I love the palm leaves and stuff. For some reason, that stuff just speaks to me. And let's see, there's two in each of these. So 2 embossing folders for $6 is a very good price. And then there's some stars. Oh, the clouds, I love those clouds. I feel like I might have a cloud embossing folder, but I'm gonna check, and if I don't, I will be getting that one. So I'm not gonna get it today, just in case. Then they've got a bunch of dies. I'm not sure which ones are new, or if there were. I don't feel like there were any of these dies before. These birds with the bird nests are super cute too. And these houses, they would look good on Christmas cards for sure. They're all $7.99. And there's some celestial ones. Look how cute some of these are. I'm destashing, and you'll see a video about that here soon, real soon. I've been destashing, but I'm really trying not to buy a whole lot of stuff. There's the Sizzix Texture Boutique. I used to have one of those. That's $65. Nothing new over here with the gemstones. The Fiskars, I don't know if there's been a lot of changes, but they did clearance out a bunch of the We Are Memory Keepers stuff, and we will go ahead and walk over to the clearance on that in case you guys haven't seen it. But I'm just going to show you what Fiskars stuff is here, just in case it's changed a little bit. And then there seems to be a lot more of their, it's kind of like Hobby Lobby. They're starting to have more of their own brands versus other brands. But they have their own scoreboards and rotating cutting platforms. There's a magnetic stapler at the bottom there for 15 bucks. So yeah, that kind of stuff. I don't know if there's anything in the next aisle. This is like the Cricut and stuff. I don't think any of that's a lot different. It may be, I'm not sure. There's people in that aisle right now, so I don't want to film down there. But we're gonna walk over to clearance and see the We Are Memory Keepers. I was actually in here yesterday and didn't even think about filming, so I already know that it's over there. You know, sometimes I just go out and look around and I forget, and I'm like, oh wait, there was new stuff at Michael's. I should show them the new stuff. So good, there's nobody in this aisle. Okay, so yeah, and this whole cart is filled with stuff that they clearanced out, like all the alcohol inks, and I mean, they're probably trying to find somewhere to put all this stuff, because like my clearance aisle is pretty filled. But yeah, so there's a Fiskars. This is a box making board, I guess. There's a alphabet punch board. Fiskars Align and Apply tool. There's a smaller alphabet punch board, but there's like a ton of and there's an impress art down here. There's a ton of just the We Are Memory Keepers products. There's a Crocodile, an X-Acto, an all-in-one tool. Let me see what this is. Looks like it does like scoring and cutting and Yeah, perfect for trimming, scoring, banners, envelopes, tags. I mean, yeah, you name it. It's on clearance for $35, I think. It was originally like 70 or something, it shows. So yeah, there's a lot. Just a regular scoreboard, and it's a paper trimmer and scoreboard in one. That's on clearance for 20 bucks. Trying to see what else is in here. A mini laser square, that's 22. Here's all the wood stamps that were clearanced out. Yeah, it's kind of hard to look through it honestly right now, but yeah, so that just kind of gives you a general idea though. So check your clearance aisle, because I don't think I noticed that this stuff was even on clearance. This is a foam mat for $5. I like those foam mats. But yeah, I don't know if I even, this is a sticky gel mat. Ooh, I wonder if I want that. It's 15, it's not, I think that would be good for stenciling though, like, so your stencils and paper don't move around. So yeah, they've got a bunch of those and more. This is a non-stick silicone mat for 10. But yeah, I don't think I know if I ever noticed, I don't think I know. You guys know what I'm trying to say. I don't think I noticed that this stuff was clearanced when I was looking before. I don't look at this stuff very often in the store, so this stuff, you guys may have already seen it being clearanced and I may not have noticed it. I'm tempted to get this gel mat for stenciling, but 15 is still more than I think I want to pay for it. And these silicone mats that's a nice thing to have too, but it's $10 and I think I have some. So yeah, anyway, just take a look at your store, because there's a lot. Like, here's these explosion box cards. These were really popular for a long time. I don't know if they still are, but yeah, like, I like to look through this cart, but there's just too much. I'm gonna knock all this stuff down. So anyway, check out your new stuff in your new Michaels. It's a lot of cool new stuff, and again, there's still empty spaces, so there's still stuff coming. So happy shopping, everybody. Bye.